Have you ever had to drive over an hour just to buy groceries? Well, that's exactly what we have to do every time we need to stock up. And let me tell you, keeping food fresh on that long drive home used to be a nightmare. Until now. The BougeRV Rocky 75 heavy-duty 12-volt fridge is 81 quarts of pure awesomeness. It's like the superhero of fridges, swooping in to save my groceries. The temperature control is so awesome. It ranges from -4 degrees Fahrenheit to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, keeping my meats frozen solid, or I can bump it up for my favorite wine. It's got a removable divider, so I can play fridge or freezer roulette. Sometimes I'm like, full freezer today, baby. Other times, it's all fridge for my veggie haul. The lid flips either way, which is perfect when I'm Tetrising it into the back of my old Suburban. This fridge runs on 12-volt or 24-volt DC, battery, AC, or solar power, and it's super quiet. At only 45 decibels, you won't even know it's running. Plus, it's got this fancy LED display to manually adjust the temp, or I can control everything right from my phone using the app. I can set the temperature, check the power levels, and even switch between fridge and freezer mode, all without even touching the fridge. Which I'll admit is super cool. The flush-mounted handles are strong and they stay out of the way. Y'all, I am totally obsessed with this thing. Alright, y'all. Shopping for my big old family is like I'm a squirrel stashing nuts away for winter. Except it's a whole herd of hungry folks and a budget tighter than my jeans after Thanksgiving dinner. I'm over here grabbing apples, scooping up carrots, and sticking to my list like it's the law. 'Cause Lord knows, going rogue isn't an option when you're pinching pennies. Feeding this crowd means planning every single meal to get us through to our next trip. I stretch dollars so thin you can see through them, making sure we've got enough meat, veggies, and other stuff to keep my crowd fed. Before this Rocky 75 cooler, I'd be pacing the aisles hoping my food didn't go bad before I got it home. But now I just pile it all in, turn it on, and strut out feeling like a frugal genius. Take that, grocery budget. Living in the middle of nowhere means we're in a food desert. Our favorite grocery store is over an hour away with limited options for fresh, affordable food nearby. Feeding a big family on a tight budget is challenging. Every penny's gotta work hard, so there's no space for junk food or anything that doesn't pack a solid nutritional punch. I'm filling this cart with whole foods, the real, unprocessed stuff that keeps us strong and satisfied. Not that overpriced, processed junk that's gone in a flash and leaves my family hungry. Sticking to those good basics stretches our money further, and it takes careful planning to make sure we've got everything we need till the next trip rolls around. That's where the BougeRV Rocky 75 comes in and keeps all those wholesome foods fresh and ready, no matter how long the drive home takes. This is where the BougeRV Rocky 75 proves just how essential it is for food safety. When you're driving it over an hour home, keeping perishables at the right temperature isn't optional. It's critical. Bacteria can start growing in food within just 2 hours if it's not kept cold. And with the way food prices are right now, I cannot afford to let anything spoil. Wasted food is wasted money. And more importantly, it's a serious health risk for my family. That's why I keep the freezer's side set at -4 degrees for meat to keep it frozen solid. No chance of partial thawing or refreezing, which can be dangerous. The fridge side is set precisely for milk, dairy, and fresh produce, keeping everything at a safe, stable temperature. Y'all see how much food I got to fit in this thing? Okay, y'all, this fridge isn't just my grocery haul and sidekick. We use it every single day. Think camping, van life, RVs, schoolies, truckers, heck, anyone living their best nomadic life. It's so quiet at 45 decibels, you can't even hear it running. Then there's this detachable 173 watt-hour battery, which snaps in kind of like a Lego and keeps it cold for up to 10 hours. No outlet needed. Then you pair it with the 100 watt foldable solar panel. It is 6.6 pounds and folds up like a taco. When you hook it up, you're literally running on sunshine. You can charge the battery in 3.5 hours with a 12-volt adapter or let the sun do its thing. In addition to grocery trips, we use this fridge every single day. Our full-size fridge went out a few months back, and this has been a lifesaver by doubling our fridge space. This fridge would be perfect for anyone who enjoys camping, tailgating, or living on the road, like van lifers, RVers, bus lifers, long-haul truck drivers, you name it. The rechargeable battery makes it completely portable, and with solar power, you can literally keep it running indefinitely. This fridge has been a game changer for us. It's made grocery trips easier, kept our food safer, and given us extra storage when we needed it the most. If you're in the market for an off-grid, reliable, portable refrigerator, I highly recommend this one. We've been using it for a couple of months now. Like I said previously in the video, our full-size refrigerator had gone out on us a few months ago, which left us with just an RV-sized fridge. For a family of 7, that just doesn't cut it, y'all. So when BougeRV reached out to me and asked me to review their Rocky 75 cooler, I was so excited about it because I just knew this thing was going to be a game changer for our family, and it definitely has been. So, like I said, we use it every single day. It's very reliable. My favorite things about it are that you can flip the lid around. The lid just opens, you unhook it back there, you flip it around, and then it'll hinge on this side. And that's perfect if you're working in a tight space. I don't have a tight space here where it's at right now, but in our car, it's perfect. It's perfect if you live a nomad life. It would be perfect in a small space because you can move that lid around. I also like that you can take out the center divider, which turns it into a full freezer or a full refrigerator. I think that's super cool depending on what we need. Perhaps my favorite thing about it though, my all-time favorite, so if you've ever used a traditional ice chest, that ice melts and turns to water. And then if you have leftovers, or if you have, you know, say some pre-mashed hamburger patties or some pork chops, those typically don't come in like watertight packaging, and it's like guaranteed that you're gonna get all of the blood from your hamburger meat into your lunch meat or onto your drinks. And I just think it's really, really gross having, you know, I always try to have like 2 separate ice chests, one for meat and one for, like, especially one for raw meat and then one for other things. But even then, you open a package of lunch meat or a package of sliced cheese, and the first time you drop it in that water, the bag is filling with water. And then you have to throw it all away because if you have kids, everybody's got their dirty hands in grabbing bottles of water or whatever. And I just don't want that kind of bacteria in my food. So I think that it's really, really awesome that you don't need ice, which 1, saves a ton of money not having to buy ice. 2, it's not nearly as messy. And 3, I can actually have ice cream in here. I can have fresh vegetables. I can have frozen meat. It is so versatile. It is literally a portable refrigerator. I hope this thing lasts for a really long time because I really, really love it, and I highly recommend it for anybody who lives off grid or travels a lot or just needs something to keep food cold and have extra storage space. But anyway, again, if you're in the market for something like this, an off-grid portable refrigerator, I highly recommend BougeRV. They're a well-known brand, and they make really, really awesome products. I hope you've enjoyed this review video today, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Love you, bye!